The Frank 1242. I'll be featuring the MTR 77 Nitro Piston Series. It is a 1.77 caliber, so it's a pellet gun. And it can only use pellets too, because it has a rifle barrel in it, so lead is definitely gonna scum it up. It shoots about 1200 or 1000 with lead pellets like I have, but it's on the upper hand. It features a 4x32 scope, which is well, everybody uses it. Crosman likes to give them away free, basically. So does Gamble. It's a break barrel, meaning that every shot you take, you're going to have to push down on the barrel and then bring it back up with a pellet in it. If you're not familiar with pellet guns, you do not need any CO2 or anything else needed except pellets. It features a Crosman safety, which I don't mind. It's a 2-stage adjustable trigger. If you push the mag release, the mag will come out, and you can hold pellet cleaning stuff or pellets, just in case you take off and you want to shoot a varmint, and you're like, oh, I forgot my ammo. You can have a little spare in here, you can fill it up, you can use it for that, you can do whatever you want with it. You have a metal rail. Everything else is basically ABS besides the trigger and that actual barrel. Things you need to watch out for: none of these screws move at all, really. You still need to check them here and there. Except these 4 screws. There's 2 here, and then there is 2 on the exact same opposite side. And those from the nitro piston, those vibrate out, so you might actually have one sticking halfway out. And I would put some Loctite on it or something on it if you do not want to, because you think it'll avoid warranty. I don't know, so I can only guess or say, so I really won't right now. But if you really want to know, check it out in the handbook or call them up and see if you can Loctite it. Some things you really want to take a look at, because it'll Loctite. You'll want to put it on straight, because the scope mount all comes separately. You have to attach it yourself. Don't put these on too tight, but put them on snug enough that they'll never come off again. I haven't had a problem with these vibrating out, so those stay nice and snug. These, not so much. These always loosen up, so don't really crank on them to think that they'll stay. They always will move. Because what I think happens, because these screws hold down the rail, and then the rail vibrates, and then it loosens these up, and then it goes to these 2. So those are the only 6 major parts that you really have to watch out for. Now, there's a few accessories that you will need if you're going to have lead. You'll need a cleaning kit, which, if you get this one, it's Gammo. So if you're another warranty person, you probably don't want to get Gammo stuff, because it'll probably void your warranty, as it says in the thing. These are Crosman, actually, I think. So you're going to stick with these. But Crosman sells their own stuff. But where I went, they really didn't have too much Crosman stuff, and the Crosman kit came with like a little bit of everything of the cleaning stuff, but it only came with 2 rods. And then I found out that you only need 2 rods in the cleaning thing to get down the barrel fully, but the third one is nice. Now, your first few times, you will need to, I still haven't shot it enough, so you'll always need to tap on it and then pull it down. It's very hard if you can't use your leg, as I am in this video, because I'm kind of crouching at the moment. So I brought a nifty flashlight and I didn't test out if I could do this or not. So bear with me. If I can't, oh well. Okay, so I don't know how much we're getting. I guess I can angle it a little bit. Okay. Well, whatever we could see, it's pretty clean. If you look into it, either way, probably don't look down the barrel because it breaks right here. So just look at it, and this should be really corroded after a while and all gummed up. So you'll need to clean it after a while. I only cleaned it once, and that was after like 300 shots. Every 200 you're supposed to put some oil down in the nitro piston or spring. It doesn't matter. And you have some cleaning pellets. And this is for more regular use, just whenever you don't want to major time clean it. I was going to put it all in here because I really don't use that for much. But then they're little cotton things, and I'm pretty sure movement will make them bigger and that'll deform them. And once you put oil in it, like the first shot or two will be really loud. It'll actually sound like a 22. But they have on the thing, do not put too much oil in it. So, yeah. I'll be right back. Go to safe place. Even though they're cleaning pellets, you still do not want to shoot it at people. They shoot it at a really high velocity. And now I just lost my cleaning pellet. I would not reuse cleaning pellets or pellets. Even if they look fine, they're pretty cheap. They're not on the cheapest hand, but they're manageable. Oh, yeah. Oh, another thing that I forgot. The slings, don't quote me, but the metal, this is metal, the front one, but I don't know if this is metal. So, if you open it up or actually look at it, you can please put a comment if it's plastic, but I assume this is metal. Do not refund this. If you're just opening it and you try to use as much force, you cannot open this. You have to tap on it first to do whatever to get it open, but don't refund this because this is only the sling and that's its only purpose too. So, oh yeah, another thing I didn't mention, if you have these loose, because the vibrations will loosen them up, it has just a little bit of a swabble, you know, sway back and forth. If you don't change your scope out and you want to use the scope, you will want to, I would suggest, when you're first putting the scope on, either put it all the way back and then tighten them up, or do the exact opposite, put them all the way front and then tighten them up. So then when you're tuning in your scope, you know I have it all the way front on my rail. So if it ever goes off or my actually goes whack, check your scope, see if it wiggles, and you know, oh, I just have to tighten up when it's up or wherever you put it. Because otherwise, what I did a few times is I'm like, my accuracy is all off, and I didn't know that it does this, and I didn't hear it yet. And so then I was here, because I just tightened these up, shot it, kept on messing with the scope, and then I was up here, and then tightened it up. And then it just turns out to be a bad day, because nothing gets accurate, and you're wondering why it doesn't do that. But if you just want to do the mix and get a better scope, it should end your problems. You'll have to either Loctite these or keep screwing those in, because they consistently fall out. I will not be having the scope on. I'll be probably, I'm going to be penny pinching for a while, so I'm actually going to be using iron sights that I took off a different thing, because I'm trying to put a different scope on this. But this scope is no longer tuned into this pellet gun because it's tuned into something different, which you will see later if you bother sticking around to see another video. That's about it. Remember all the basics. Well, I didn't, for all the beginners, these are just normal pellets. Normal pellet, normal size. Don't use any other pellets. They have 22 pellets, because that's for a 22 caliber pellet gun. And then they also have 5mm pellets. And then this is, if they don't drop it, a hollow point. Nifty little thing. It gives a little mushroom. It's pretty cool. I like using them. It's for more game use and such. If you really want to have a lot of power, I would go with just the normal ones actually. Because if you're trying to hit something big, go with those. If you're trying to use like a chipmunk or whatever, small game, go with the more punch. Because this will just spread out. If you have duct tape, I did a duct tape target. 6 layers of duct tape on one side will stop these. I'm guessing at least it takes at least 15 to stop these. But I still haven't stopped it yet. Hope you enjoyed.